Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Train Sim World 6 video. Uh, we are going on a fairly long adventure. We are here all the way in Trenton, New Jersey. And we are going to be driving Amtrak Regional 190 all the way to Boston. Um, we're here. We have to wait a little bit before departing. So this is going to be very similar to the last video I made with the Excella. Only difference is we'll have to use our imagination when we get to Stamford because we're gonna be teleporting to Providence. That's just something that Train Sim World will eventually have to add. I do hope they do add that section in between Stamford and Providence. It's that missing link. And we're gonna have all the safety systems on. I do like Amtrak's safety system. It's very lenient. This is an early morning service. That's the wrong thing. I've been driving a lot of the M8. Let's roll the window down. We got a nice May morning. Okay, we got an NJ Transit pulling in. We are departing at 5:46. So we are going to be going through New York during the heat of the rush hour. Which is going to be quite interesting. See how the game handles all the traffic going in and out. So I am using the Stamford Amtrak. Now, I don't know if that means we will have the PA announcements. It's kind of a little buggy. And unfortunately, we won't find out until we get all the way to Newark International Airport. Got I think that's just a parked NJ Transit. Yeah, they're parked. I'm assuming they're parked there because the morning rush is going. 6 o'clock, it's still a little early, I think. There are probably some early birds getting up. So far, I like this. We have no speed restrictions. And we'll be able to get up to full speed fairly quickly. Or as quick as this thing can go. This is slower than the Excella. Tell me on the side what train number? It does not. I was hoping it would tell me what train number this was. Like the Excella. But I did look it up, and it is ooh, yawning. Ooh, the food service car, my favorite. But I did before I started this. I made sure, and this is one of the services that you type in the number for it. And you have all three. You can actually run the same service all the way up to Boston. We are now almost there. Almost. They got us limited to 125, which is still incredibly fast. As I said, the sun is it's early. And what's cool about this one, because it is such an early morning trip, you do it in the winter months, it actually is still kind of dark. I didn't even turn my lights on yet. I need to turn those on. And at least put it on dim and turn my Dutch lights on. There we go. Gotta have my lights on. I accidentally turned it on flash, so he's gonna blink for a little bit for no reason other than just blink. So far, so good. We have straight up clear track in front of us. Oh, I speeding a little bit. We're gonna drop our throttle down. Not many areas for where I can gain or lose time. I'm pretty sure that I'll be gaining time, which is something I don't want. As much as I like getting there before scheduled, sometimes it's pretty agonizing when you get there way too early. But we're gonna coast a little bit, kind of drop our speed down a little bit. Still going over 100 miles an hour, 117. We're on a slight downgrade, so we're using gravity to kind of keep our momentum going. This is the first video I am making with Amtrak and its safety system on. I did it on the Stamford route first, just to see, because the safety systems are defaulted on the M8. Does make life a little bit easier on that route, and Amtrak's, at least in game, is very lenient. I've not tripped the emergency system. And it doesn't usually just drop, it progressively goes down most of the time. Beep. We've already got a good bit of miles done. To hit the accelerator now, pick up speed a little bit. It has been fairly lonely though right now. There's been no NJ Transits, it seems. There's nothing. We're all alone here before the morning. I would think 6 o'clock is the technical start of rush hour. Like, I know that changes a little bit depending on how far away you are traveling from. Here we go, 112 we're kind of cruising at. Oh, 13, okay, we're going a little pickup speed. A 145 board. Is that thing still flashing? Turn light off, back on. I have big. It is no longer flashing. I'm pretty sure we will get that 45 speed limit, but we won't be able to hit it by no means. Every time that you hear that noise, there is an alerter that I have to tap. It's this right here. That tells everybody that I haven't fallen asleep yet, which would be bad for the passengers, but great for content. Acknowledge the speed limit change. It has gone up to 145. Unfortunately, I will not hit that. We've creeped up back to 118. We are just surrounded by trees. Lots of trees. Oh, so you can see it there, go gently moving down. 130. We are going downhill, so I'm going to take some power out. Let the train coast a little bit. It should get more lively as we get closer to the city. Nothing new. Empty track. I do have weather on dynamic. So I'm pretty sure at some point it's going to change. Power, full power. Let's try to get close to that speed. Oh, look at that. Morning haze has started. Got that morning fog kicking in. It has gotten really foggy. I'm trying to stay entertaining. It's a little tricky right now in the beginning. So, to try to keep this... It's telling me the speed limit has changed. To try to keep this... kind of seamless, I guess. Yeah, it's gotten really foggy. Where I stop and have to choose the next route, I'm I'm going to try to remember what the weather was for it. So as of right now, heavy fog is going to be what we would have to change the settings to. Something like early morning fog as we head closer to the city, which I guess that does kind of make sense as you get closer to water. Fog rolls in off the ocean. To be fair, we're 20 miles away from Newark International Airport. If it stays foggy like this, your flight's getting delayed. It looks, I'm not even gonna get my hopes up about the fog going away. We're making good time. I think we should be arriving. Well, it says in 15 minutes we'll be arriving, so I would like to think that I'm fairly close to that. Trying to stay on schedule. Oh, we have a 110 coming up, so we will actually have to slow down. Hopefully it will not rain. Rain definitely. Weather conditions are my Achilles heel with safety systems. Oh, look at that. We got some NJ Transit now. There we go. Put that in idle and just gradually start slowing down before having to use the brakes. I say that, but at 123 miles an hour, yep, there it goes. It is now telling me to acknowledge that, and we are slowing down. We're going to drop all the way to... Oh, look at that. We have some traffic coming towards us. Open up the other window. Let's get some cross ventilation here. Got a 95 mile an hour board coming, which is good. I'm slowing down even more. I didn't catch that. 90 mile an hour. There we go. Hey, it's doing things now. As long as the safety system keeps me on my toes, we're good. Oh no. Slowing down more. I tried to give myself a little bit of a buffer with them. Oh. What is that? 104.3. It's slowing us down. I'm going to pick back up, though, because it's probably going to be like 95 or 90, I think. Yeah, 95 is the limit. So we'll start picking up speed again. Definitely a hazy morning. Hopefully the fog will roll out. We don't want to obstruct our view later on. We're going to have a wonderful view. Brakes. The safety system is awake and functioning a little bit here and there. It's giving me some things to do on the route. We are only roughly 10 minutes out, so time to sit right where we're at. We will definitely get there about on time. "10 minutes to do 12 miles. At this speed is pretty easy. Yeah. NJ Transit heading towards the city. Now that we got our speed limit raised again, we will start to pick up. Trying to get there kind of close to on time. I feel like at the speed we were going, we'll get there right on time. Now we'll probably get there a little early, which is okay. Especially with it being an Amtrak, usually they have arrival and departure times. Getting there a little bit early won't hurt. The only time it hurts is when you get there like 5 minutes early and you feel like it's just, you're like, time, go faster. Just go faster. The game has decided to curse us with fog, though. "110 is the max that I can go. I think the fastest NJ Transit can go on these tracks is only 90. We go right there about at it. We're going to have to try to keep with that speed limit to get there on time. Uh, 125. Wait, they've given us max speed. Which is good. I know when we get closer, it's going to slow us down drastically. I'd show you the scenery, but there's nothing to look at, even if it wasn't foggy. Definitely have that early morning fog feel. Southbound NJ Transit. Alright, we are slowing down. Does not tell me by how much. Okay. We're acknowledging. We're slowing down. It is slowing down quicker than we are. That's why. I hit the wrong brakes. Suffering from the EMU syndrome. Even with that kind of blunder here, I still did not finish. Flirting with the speed limits here. Alright. We got five minutes to make 3 miles before we get to Newark International Airport. Pretty sure at this oh goody, we have some buffer here. We can go faster. We'll get there on time. 4 minutes out, we got this. 80-mile-an-hour section, and we have some yellows coming up. Which makes sense because we're getting close now. We're probably going to have to switch over off of the express track. I do like the braking system on the Amtrak. It actually stops fairly quick. Still struggling with that NJ Transit one, and there are some things I want to do with NJ Transit. Full service. They are really slow. Concentrating. Go. We're down to 45. I have figured out how to get the. There are a couple services. If you have NJ Transit with the Stamford route, that you can actually drive all the way to Stamford with one of them. Which that content will eventually come. I've done a couple shorts with them. Oh, the fog has dissipated. That is good. The fog has dissipated. We have a NJ Transit leaving. We are pulling into our station now. We're going to be officially a minute early, which is fantastic. Couldn't ask for get any closer. Newark International Airport. I think we don't stop at Newark N. No PA announcements. Just while we wait, we can look around a little bit. Oh, look at that. The cloud cover's starting to go away, too. The fog is broke. We only have to stay here a minute, so we did. I got here pretty close to on time. The waiting area and restrooms. That's right. You can wait there and make the whole room smell bad. You got. This was I think the end of the original Northeast Corridor back in the Train Sim World 2020. Okay, yay! Everything worked out as planned. I do think the planes, maybe not today because it's cloudy, but I'm pretty sure they program planes. All right, we got 10 seconds before our departure. Locking the doors. Excellent. Next track, Newark Penn. So we have hit some stops. Kind of the busy section. Only 2.5 miles away though, Newark Penn. Oh man. Oh, switching tracks. Back to the express. This is agonizing going this slow. As you can see, though, it is starting to become more cityfied. We have gas stations, buildings, some more buildings. It is now just overcast, which is good. Still got yellows. 45 is the max. We're going 35. I think should be actually right on time. We have a slight uphill, so speed up a little bit. NJ Transit departing. We are switching tracks. Ooh. Oh, we have an Amtrak in there waiting for us. Okay, just a random path tracks right there. Am I crazy? I might be crazy. Yeah, those are just random path tracks. Yeah, if you see a third rail in this part of the route, their path. We are actually arriving right on time. Maximum brake. All right, this is Newark Penn Station. Don't have too long to wait because we actually got here on time. Hmm, 30 seconds. Next stop is New York Penn. We are closing our doors. We are heading on our way. Newark Penn, track 11. Which is 100% irrelevant. 100% irrelevant. Last time we did this, I did not look to see what track I respawned in. What we got? Just see. I have a friend. Every time he tries to talk to me about this game, he always gets annoyed that there's no subway lines. He hasn't quite separated railroad and subway yet. Granted, there's a plane. Sorry, squirrel syndrome happened. Plane. Granted, he's not wrong. I think path would probably be a very good addition to this route. And if we had to do a subway line from New York, maybe the 7 line wouldn't be too bad. I know a good bit of it's already modeled. Trying not to sound like a broken record with some things. There's only so much you can talk about. We're just at a nice gentle speed. Gentle speed. Alright, so there's the NJ Transit Yard right there. All 2 of them are right there. uphill a little bit. I have those tracks. That's a highway. Those are not tracks. That is a highway. Day transit coming towards us. Only 7 miles out, and I'm gonna have to remember overcast is what they chose. I don't think it's fully cloudy, but it's just about max. We have some speed. We will have to slow down for the bridge coming up. One of two bridges, I believe, on our journey that's a drawbridge. Paying attention to that. Probably go down all the way to 60. Look at that. Who called it? Button. Track 11, New York. I don't know if we just go express from here to Stamford or do we stop at New Rochelle. This is hot. Bell on as we go through. We are not stopping here, though. These guys are just gonna have to deal with it. We have green light galore. Alright, actually speeding up now a little bit. I don't think I've actually done Providence. At least not content. Ooh, full service. We need to slow down. Yeah, that speed is dropping fairly quick. Release the brakes, and we're just going to cruise for a little bit. It is going to drop us to 60. I believe we're heading into the tunnel now. We've now entered the tunnel. That's a break. Do not want to be speeding. We have 10 minutes to get there, and we're going to get there way ahead of schedule. I'm okay with that. I don't mind getting to the last stop ahead of schedule because there's nothing saying I have to wait. But the speed limit going into Penn is very slow. Which, you know, there's a lot of train traffic there. Heavy on the brakes. I do acknowledge a lot more than I should have, just so it registers I'm doing stuff. Like, calm down. I'm doing things. Stop it. Going 40. We're good. Oh, yep. Big slowdown here. Yeah, see, we're now crawling. Agonizing. Damn. Agonizing speed. Like, I thought we were going to get there fairly early. We might get there on time now. The slow approach. Have a lot of yellow lights too as we're getting closer. Trying to give it just enough power to get back up the hill. More power. More. We've leveled out at 14. So I'll take it. Restriction is 20. The hill has finally gotten the best of the whole train. This is usually one of the harder parts of this route, not because well, it actually is because you're in a tunnel and you're going slow. There's nothing to look at but concrete walls. Headlights from an oncoming train. I'm like, yep, that makes sense. Perfect sense. You can see it through the wall.
This station is Penn Station, New York. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
Now the PA system wanted to work. PA system didn't work the whole time. Didn't work there. I am hoping that it's something that they fix and update because New Jersey Transit, you can use the Morristown cars, and it will tell you the stops on the Trenton one. Couldn't find the button, but I know if I honked, it would activate it. We have got a full platform as rush hour begins. It is almost 7 o'clock. A lot of Long Island Railroad's already there. New Jersey Transit on the other side. We are on track 11. Ooh, we got an Excella. Did I turn that off a little early? Yeah. Will it be okay? Also, yeah. Alright. We're going to open the doors. And, you guys will see a smooth transition. All right. Through the power of editing. All right, we're going to open the door and make sure we have all our stuff set up. Passenger mode. We need to turn our light on. Not bright, but dim. Dutch lights. Not on flash. Turn them off. On. We're doing that. We're going to set up our safety systems. You guys did not see that in the first half, or I guess the first third. Cut that part out. All right, so we're here. Got a little bit to go. We'll open the door and step on out. We are probably not on track. We are not on 11. We are on track 9 now. It has teleported us over. Hey, those are little things we have to deal with when doing this. We are continuing on train 190 to Boston. We just arrived here from Penn Station. We just arrived here from Trenton. We're at Penn Station. That's how you can tell I'm doing this in one sitting, because I'm just still exactly the same. I guess we're going to hop into the passenger seat and close the door, open the windows. Oh, that's cool. All right, so we're going straight to Stamford. We're going to lock our doors now. Turning our brakes off, and we are heading on out. We have a an M3 pulling in, and I did something. I forgot to do something. that I normally don't forget to do, and that is take screenshots. Oh no! I have an M3 pulling in. Usually I take screenshots so I have a thumbnail. I may have to go into the archive. I have lots of pictures. Restricted speed 20 miles an hour. Still about to bump us up to 60. Really quick. So no other trains are departing with us. The northeast corridor in this section is kind of like spaghetti when it comes to dealing with the Long Island Railroad traffic leaving, because they have us on one side and we have to get to the other. Same with Long Island. They're on that. They're on one side. They have to come over. In real life, we're supposed to get priority over them, but sometimes the game will stop us and let one of them go by. I guess I will have to maybe take a group photo. All the northeast corridor trains might be a little thing. All right, so the other half of the tunnel, heading towards the Sunnyside Yard. We are going fairly quick. We're going fast. Have minimum brake applied, just not speed. Upside 30 miles away, we are going straight to Stamford, no stopping. And then at Stamford, we have to use our imagination get to Providence. We give the train a good bit of throttle to get up the hill. Hopefully I did get the weather right, because we entered it and it was cloudy. It's still dynamic, but I set it up for cloudy right now. We have some yellow lights up ahead. Usually when there's yellow lights, switching tracks, maybe another trade of the way. Full brake, we're slowing down just a hair. We're going to go uphill as we're leaving. Yeah, that's about right. I got the cloud right again. Hunters Point Avenue is somewhere around here. We have some yellow signals. Sunnyside Yard is over there. That's the 7 line right above us. That's why I think if they were to add a subway train, 7 probably be their best bet because they put a lot of the infrastructure already there. Like you have Woodside, you have that overpass there. They actually did make the tunnel for Hunters Point Avenue for the subway right next there. Oh, there goes the Long Island. So more so polishing and getting little knickknacks for a good chunk of it. I still stand on though we have all these different Northeast Corridor routes, and if you don't have the newest route, it kind of just doesn't. You're missing stuff. If that makes sense. Like I tried doing the Harlem line, and the M8s are not on there, which in theory they should be all the way up to Woodlawn. We got another express coming in. I think we're gonna make a photo. How rude getting them phone calls. I'm gonna take a photo. Oh, that is an excellent photo. Sometimes I do stuff on accident, but I have the city skyline in the background. I just kind of have to do it just right because I'm really anal about this stuff. I want the train in the photo, the skyline, maybe what is it? Rotation. Rotate it a little bit, give it that extra pop. Yeah, I think that works out, and we will save that screenshot. There we go. We got the thumbnail. Uh, Okay. Now we're speeding up. We got a 50-mile-an-hour board, then a 60 board. We will be able to get up to some speed. Say that with a grain of salt. I do like that we can go now from Trenton to Stamford pretty much in one shot. Right. We need Stamford. Stamford to Providence. I was blanking out. I always forget about Providence. Or Rhode Island. Oh, we're getting close to oh, we're already at it. Wow, we're making good time. Alerter telling us. Oh, no, wrong buttons. Well, sir, we're gonna get this load up a little bit. I do have one other thumbnail idea. I just don't know how it would look. And I guess if I take it and I don't really like it, I'll still post it on Facebook. Just to show it off, because with this being this big trip and being in multiple sections for different commuter rails, I was thinking of trying to implement that maybe into the thumbnail, very similar to at least how I did the other one with the Excel. I had a picture with an NJ Transit and a Metro North. But I wonder if I put them all together, like just go like Sunnyside Yard or even Long Island City, just somewhere that's open. I am trying to slow her down. We are going downhill though. All right, so we're going to release at 30. 40, what is it, 30, 40 is the speed limit. Because we can glance out here. May have to put like may have to explore, because apparently if you look at the map, these tracks here connect over there with Metro North, and what do we got over here running? See? Stamford to Grand Central. So we have Metro North traffic already over here operating in the scenario, and you think all the way down here, you got, there it is right there, Long Island Railroad traffic. That's insane that much space between, and the game does run them. They don't necessarily disappear when you're not close enough. Got some freight traffic right there. That's the only thing I'm missing for this area is the freight trains, which, well, I'm not a big fan of them. There are some people that love to drive the freight trains. I am not one of them. Sorry. And it could be something as simple as just I haven't found the right one. Damn, this thing is huge. CSX. We have a temporary 45 coming up. I couldn't tell if if it was actually moving or just the illusion of me going by. Sounds like there's wet stuff falling out of the sky. Which is something we haven't heard in a long time. We're still in the Bronx. We are still in the Bronx. We haven't gone across the Pelham Bay Bridge. At least I think that's what it is. I will be corrected. I have a... I do have some loyal fans, though. When I get this stuff wrong, they do correct me. And I do read your comments. I try to acknowledge all the comments, at least. Sometimes people do write things that I'm like, I don't have a reply to. But I will hit the like and, give it a heart. I have seen your comment. I have read it. What do we go? 70 miles an hour, uphill slightly. I do wish I could tell. I know the game doesn't exactly have it. But when I was growing up in the Bronx, I lived actually very close to these tracks. You couldn't see, you couldn't necessarily see the tracks, but you could, during the wintertime when the trees and everything would lose their leaves, you could see the train go by. And there was a place not far from the bridge that me and my dad would do shady shit. And there was like an opening in the fence, and we would sneak in there. And we'd actually found like a railroad tie that was off to the side, and we'd just sit there and watch the trains go by. Something very illegal, yes, but we weren't stupid, and it was the 90s. Unfortunately, there's people today that has ruined that for the rest of us. We never had one on the track closest to us, which probably was a good thing. They were usually on the middle track and express. It was cool seeing Excella though. Come around the corner and you can see it lean. I am doing one thing that you're not supposed to do when driving a train, that's texting. Sometimes, even though I'm recording, sometimes I'm needed. Doesn't happen often. So as I'm recording, I need to acknowledge that I am currently working night shift, so it has thrown my recording schedule off a little bit. Not in a bad way. It kind of works out a little bit because I wake up, both the kids are at school, wife's at work. I can sit here and just record to my heart's fullest. As we go across the bridge, that's Co-op City. Oh. Sorry about that. I just heard thunder Haven't heard that in a while. But yes, that is Co-op City over there. I did live fairly close to parts of it. I probably have at least been in a car in that area. Never walked around. Granted, I lived in the Bronx when I was very young. Like, Bay Plaza didn't have a mall. That came after I left. Like, the most recent stuff that I remember was the fact that we had a JCPenney. And people that live in the Bronx and know a little bit, like, sliding. The BX12 used to stop at the JCPenney. You had the movie theater there. There was a Kmart. And now, when I look on Google Maps, I'm like, there's a mall there now, like an actual mall. And I'm like, wait, when did this... This is so different. I do believe the AMC is still there. I remember Burger King would honor if you had a ticket for the movie theater, you get a free Whopper. We are getting a good rain now, in real life, in the game. Was not expecting that. Oh, I need to start slowing down. I got an 80-mile-an-hour board coming. I'm gonna let it coast right now. I'm gonna continue just to let it coast, not slam on the brake. Oh, slamming on the brakes. Got a big slowdown. I think we're getting close to New Rochelle. Wow. The internet has ruined me. Granted, it's funny that, you know, yesterday was Taco Tuesday and I just saw a billboard in game for taco. The other thing that I was about to say, all I saw was orange. And I'm like, oh god, we have Spirit Halloween advertisements in here. Yep, we are actually coming into New Rochelle. We're only 16 miles away from Stamford. Like, that doesn't seem like it's that far, but when you're running the M8, you actually have to stop. It takes a little bit. Here's that weird part of the junction because the way the tracks are set up. Like, usually this is a northbound, I'm on a northbound track. The one next to me is usually a northbound track for Metro North, but when Amtrak comes through, it becomes a southbound track for them. And we are officially in New Rochelle. So now we have officially done the entirety of the original Train Sim World Northeast Corridor. And we did it in the train, well, I'm going to say the train that it gives you, but I'm pretty sure this is like a slightly newer model. Let's turn the bell off. I would think there'd be some traffic coming towards us because it is rush hour now. Pick up speed now. We have a, there we go. As soon as we get onto the Metro North part of the Northeast Corridor, we have a M8 heading towards us. So 80 mile an hour. I always liked the New Haven line growing up as a kid. Because as a kid, M7s and M8s were non-existent. We still had the M1s and 3s. Then Metro North had the ones that looked like those, but had the thingy on top. So I always thought that was cool. Now me, grown-ass adult, actually knows what all that is. And the only thing I've done differently now is just compare the M8 to the 9. They're very similar. There we go. Here we got an express coming by us. I was talking about, it started raining here as I'm recording. It got fairly dark outside. Do I need to go back to bed? Passing through. I don't know. I don't know where we're passing through. We're going too fast. What station was that? That was oh, Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck's one of the funny ones I like. There's one other. Lunch Munch is the other one. I did. I made a Facebook post. This screenshotted Lunch Munch, and I'm like, this just makes me giggle. Somebody on Q was like, "What you think about Mamaroneck?" I'm like, "Yep, that one's funny too." See, the highest I've always rode the New Haven line was depending on how good my editing skills are, you're gonna see maybe a little bit of a cut there. Only because as I'm recording, we have a thunderstorm happening. And I know it's kind of redundant, but I at least wanted to save what I have done on the computer. Because if I have to start over, I can at least start from this route, not do all of it. Don't want to go back to New Jersey. We're at 50. Oh, yay, 50. Gonna spoil the magic of this a little bit. I was hoping that I could do this all in one sitting, get all 3 routes done. And I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, oh, real life is starting to happen. I have a little one that needs to get off the school bus. I do have a little bit of time left to play with, but I don't want to rush. Anybody out there that's a parent understands. Oh, look at that. We have a northbound one is a northbound M8 as well. We'll probably catch him at the next stop because I doubt that he's gonna be an express. Yeah, pretty sure he's outrunning us right now. The M8s do have a little bit of get up and go because each car is propelled. Unlike our Amtrak here, that's just what I'm in, is the propelled car. They're also heading to Stamford. He's stopping for the station, and I'm slowing down as hard as I can. We are, I don't think we're close enough to Stamford yet. The dynamic weather has not changed our circumstance right now. We are still fairly cloudy. And if I had to play weatherman, the way that most storm systems move, or at least clouds, when we go to Providence, still going to be cloudy. We're moving with the clouds. Alright, so we're picking up speed. I'm pretty sure we are outran the Metro North by a good bit now. Yeah. He's behind us. Unless we get a red light, he's not going to catch us. Still maybe 18 minutes to go. Where are we at now? We have a new station. I don't even know why I'm attempting to try to read that. All right, full service to slow down. Okay, calm down, game. I'm slowing down. We just passed through Greenwich. Not even going to speed up because I've got some yellow signals. If anything, I have to slow down. Fairly busy. Going in the other direction. And I don't know how much traffic we'll hit when we get to Providence. We'll probably be going with the flow of the MBTA. Yeah, 7:30 in the morning. So we are, at least I think, getting towards the tail end of rush hour. A lot of these trains now, they'll make it around 8:30-ish. Across the bridge, lose contact, and we're back on. So, I think that's 3. Okay, so I was wrong earlier. I said I think there's only 2 drawbridges. That's number 3. So there's so far 3 drawbridges we go across. Which now makes me question, when we get towards Boston, if there's another one. I don't think there is, but I'm notoriously wrong. We are speeding up. I don't see nothing in front of us. Look ahead of us. There is nothing in front of us. At least going the same direction as us. Time that kind of perfect. Maybe I won't. Oh no, I'm speeding. Use the brake, that brake to slow me down a little bit. We have some yellow signals in front of us, but we are getting close to Stamford now. And we are a good bit ahead of schedule, which is perfectly fine. Oh, speed will drop even more.
This station is Stamford. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
Hey, the PA announcement worked again.
I feel like it's easy picks, honestly.
Could just update it. All right, we are now pulling into Stamford. Metro North leaving. There we go.
Stamford. This is the train to Boston South Station. The next station is New Haven.
Attention at Stamford.
All right, so they finally acknowledged that we're going to Boston. And now that I have opened the doors, once I close the doors, we will magically teleport to Providence. Okay, so after teleporting from Stamford to I don't know why I always blank out on Providence. To Providence, we are now in Providence. Setting up the system. We have 2 minutes before we have to depart. But this is the home stretch. And we've have made it a good bit. Oh, I found a fire extinguisher. We've come a long way from whence we started. We're not being here in Rhode Island. Just walking around a little bit. I do hope it would be really nice if they added Stamford to Providence. I feel like there's like a lot that they could actually do. So we're going to close our door. And it is actually time for us to depart. Next stop is going to be Route 128. There we go. Now, I don't know. We should still have PA announcements. But as we've come to really learn with it, that they're very buggy with the Amtrak route. Seems like just Amtrak in general is really buggy. I did keep the weather overcast. It has not changed. Maybe we will get lucky before we get to Boston. It will clear up a little bit. But we started our journey like I think 6 o'clock ish. I think we got into New York Penn around 7 in game time. So we it's definitely a long trip. So I'm using the updated Boston Sprinter route. So we should see, in theory, hopefully we'll see both types of MBTA trains. Definitely a lot has changed since the beginning of our journey. Now I know that we do hit some stretch of tracks that I believe we get up to 125. Not 100% sure. We do get going. This is one of those things that when they finally added the New York to Stamford, I was like, we need to do this. We need to just do everything that Amtrak can do currently in the game, and just try to do it all in one go. It's a pretty big undertaking. And I'm pretty sure if you have the patience, you could probably do something similar with the New Jersey Transit. There we go. We're going at decent speed. Oh, we have already our first oncoming commuter. Yep, and it has a mixture now of the standard and bi-level cars. Which I wonder why they do. I wonder why they do that. You would have thought they'd pick one or the other. They're like, nah, we're mixing it up. If you want technology, sit in this one. If you don't, sit in that one. Alright, we gotta slow down. Acknowledge. Oh. Release the brake. We are on a nice turn. Got another slowdown already. Telling me to release one thing before the other. And I'm like, don't tell me what to do. I know what I'm doing. I'm highly qualified. You're driving a train, not pod racing. I do like that speed limit board coming up, though. 125. When we hit that, we'll be flying. Very suburban area. Oh, look at that water. Hmm. 25 miles to go. All right, they've given us full go. We're slipping a little bit. That's just because we're going up at the same time. So it's going to take a second to get up to speed. Looks like we're going to go through our first station. Oh, 0.4 grade. That's a fairly steep hill. Make sure they know we're coming. Because at this speed, like, the wind, you'll feel it. Pesky controller. I need to turn my sensitivity down. Like, I just need to move it just a notch up too far. About to hit a 110 board, and I haven't even hit 110 yet. I'll probably just try to stick it out around 110. No point in trying to go any faster. It's going to drop. And then we go up to 150. Acknowledging the 110. Board. Only the Excel is going to be going that fast. They can. Yep. We're still stuck at 110. Here we go. Even full throttle, we'll max out around 125 ish. 126. Maybe we'll go a little faster. We'll find out. We're still going uphill, though. I'm guessing the return trip would be much easier. hit the smoke alarm button right there and just make everybody panic. Alright, 125. Anything faster now is bonus speeds. 126. Oh, we have a station. Look at that, we're flying through the station. Luckily, we're on the center track, so no need to worry. So it looks like about 126 is our top speed. I wonder if the weather's changing. It looks like could be just the time of day change. We do have a yellow signal come up. The yellow is now green. But we're going downhill. We might get an extra mile an hour. Come on. 127? No, we're steady right now. We're going faster than the game can render the plants. I thought thought it was going to get a little clearer out, but it looks like it's gotten a little darker in game. Oh god, had a cough. I guess that's the thing of cloud cover. We are, I like this stretch though. We are just top speed. The only thing that can pass us is an Excella, and it's not going to pass us. Come up to a little station. At least it seems like a little station. It's probably a lot bigger once I slow down. $15 miles to go in 10 minutes. At this speed, you definitely will make it. This is astonishing. It is literally just a straight line. Okay, that we're going warp speed where that train car decided to try to dissolve. I know I'm going fast, but dang. Let's see. Okay, that station is coming up. Just live or just making sure that they know we're coming. Alright, I'm getting a slowdown now. The train, it's trying to preemptively slow me down to 130. Which is great because I haven't hit that yet. They have the coast coming up. We'll drop a mile. .25 board coming up. We are 1 mile under. We're going here. pretty steep uphill still. 0.4 gradient. It just slows you down for that. That's it. That little curve. Back to full throttle. Less than 10 minutes before we get to our destination. I don't think that's it. It could be. What has me slightly nervous though is I keep seeing those yellow lights on the signals coming up. Which could mean we're either gonna have to switch tracks, or we have a slow local in front of us. Oh, look at that! The weather has changed. We really need to slow down now. And we got our windshield wipers on. We have acknowledged, and we have got full service on now, trying to slow down. Well, the cloudy weather that has been following us the whole way has finally decided to change over. We are in the rain now. Roll up my window. Got a good rain too, by the looks of it. The speed limit is still what, 125? Approach medium. I don't know where are we? Well, we're still just under 5 miles out. Acknowledge, we're going to slow down some more. Oh yeah, we got a good rain now. Look, it's coming down. At least if we're gonna play, we're gonna have rain in the game for our route. At least make it a good storm. We are on the approach to 128, assuming that's where the 130 that station is. It's got the 130 speed board on it. They're making us crawl to the station. 20 miles an hour. The only thing I can think of is that there is traffic in front of us. I'm just going to blame it on the weather. The rains came and we had to slow down. We have a torrential downpour we're in now. It just looks like icky conditions. Gotta slow back down gently on the brakes. We're still going downhill, pretty steep. We are in a restricted speed limit. Just try putting it in reverse. Try to find that sweet spot where it kind of levels out. Okay. Oh, we got an oncoming train. That is not the station. We still got a little bit to go before we get to where we're going. Oh, there's the other type of train you will see on the route. Okay, we are now connecting with the, I believe, the other half of this route. So traffic should pick up. Stopping and accelerating is going to be a little bit more of a challenge now that everything is wet. Three miles to go before our first station. Oh, this is agonizing. After going as fast as we were. More just some handle to it, not necessarily any brakes. This is so slow. As slow as they've got us going right now, this might be the first time that we are actually late pulling into the station on this route. We've been on time for the most part. I guess we can look ahead to see. Cannon Junction. I don't know. Route 28. That looks pretty clear. We are we're going faster than intended. Oh, there we go. We have some forward progress now. The weather came and completely messed everything up on us. Still only able to go 45. We are getting close to our station, though. Hopefully, after the station, we will be able to go faster again. We're now getting some slip as we accelerate. Back to slowing it down as soon as we get any speed going. 45 mile an hour. We are getting close, though. I can actually see the station.
Route 128. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
Hey, PA went off. Fairly busy looking station here, 128. Alright, so we've made it about 2-3 minutes late. That's still manageable. To Route 128. Still looks like we gotta wait a little bit to load passengers, though. Loading passengers still. Everybody's taking their time. The weather has slowed everything down. Alright, lock doors. Let's get on out of here. Alright, next stop is Boston Back Bay, Track 2. Try to utilize the underpass. Maybe I can. Nope. Getting some wheel slip. Oh, we got some speed finally. We do have a little bit of time that we have to regain, so this if I can accelerate would be great. Unfortunately, the rain now has hampered how much throttle we can put in. Now we have another yellow right there with the 120 board. We're getting a little bit of wheel slip in, even at 50 miles an hour. There we go. Oh, see, look at that. 70 miles an hour with full power, and we're getting track wheel slip. That's insane. And now we immediately have to cut the power off and back it down immediately. Oh my God, game. There's got to be a slower train in front of it. Trying to find that sweet spot where I can put as much power as I can down and not slip. We do have green lights though, all the way. I like green lights. There we go, max throttle, and we're not slipping. We're going now. Am I honking obsessively? Probably, but I feel like that's something that they do. Through the stations, you don't want someone to dart out in front of you. Oh, it is a wet day. And then they're all going yellow again as soon as they get up to top speed. Yep, and we're just gonna hit the brakes now. All that time trying to gain, we're losing again. I'm full brake too. It's taking a little bit to get down to speed. Which hopefully, if the game is I was at 45. He was yelling at me. All right, within 5 miles. We have 3 minutes to get there, though. Might still be a little bit late. feel like that might be overkill. Yellow. I wonder if it would make a. Yeah, I wonder if we're. Nope, we're not switching tracks. I can't see, it's dark in here. Oh. There's that station. Hmm. If I had to guess, though, the route that this, honestly, I think this train would stop at New Haven and then go straight to Providence. So we're not missing. We're honestly not missing much having that section not in the game. It looks like a station over there. Aha, it is a station. Over there is the pretty much Boston's equivalent for like a subway. I don't exactly know what it's called. It might be called just the subway. I think. Whoa! Holy Excella! Well, I'm glad he gets to go fast. As soon as I decide to wander around. I want to say it's the orange line, but I honestly don't know. I don't know anything about Boston. A little bit of speed. Oh, nice. There comes a local. Headlights ain't doing nothing. We made up to 41 miles an hour, and we were supposed to be there, so we are officially running late. No fault of my own, though. I'm already coasting. Oh, this is okay. We're getting closer now. We're within 1,000 feet. Minimum break. Alright, it's telling me to slow down even more. At this point, if I feel like I go any slower, I can get out and run faster. That's Boston back. Okay. That's where the two lines split. If you have both Boston DLCs. Can't see. Doesn't like being in the tunnel. $30-mile-an-hour port. This is a sharp turn though. Oh, we got another regional. Going back the other way. Alright, so no PA announcement for this station. Just we'll look around while we wait. This is a Back Bay station. We have come a long way. Starting in Trenton, all the way to Stamford, and now we have here in one more station, the last stop on this whole journey. There goes southbound. We're locking the doors. We're gonna head towards our final station.
This is the train to Boston South Station. The next station is Boston South Station.
All right, go to East Limits Cove Interlock. The next station is the last stop on this train. At least a couple times that I've done the Boston route, it does seem like the station is fairly crowded. I do worry a little bit that I got this red signal here.
This station is Boston South Station. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
All right, we are officially pulling in. We are technically late. We are only, but it was only about like 3 minutes. I think U.S. standards, you gotta be at least 5 minutes late. 5 minutes to be considered late, so not too bad. Driven 640 miles in an Amtrak. Welcome to Boston. See some of the skyline. Alright, we got fairly full station we're pulling into. So we're going to be pulling in that track right there in front of us. Couldn't tell you what number it is. And we're going to snag a little bit. Boston South Station. Not even going to honk the horn. Just going to hit the bell button. All right, track 8 we are pulling in on. I guess I should have looked up after the station name and would tell me what track I'm already pulling into. We are officially coming to the end of our journey. It kind of feels appropriate, though, it started to rain. Just, we honestly, we had it just became cloudy in New Jersey. We wouldn't change heading to Stamford. And then here, it finally just started to rain on us, which is okay. I'm in full concentration mode.
This station is Boston South Station. As you leave the train, please watch the gap between the train and the platform.
All right, we have finally made it to Boston. We've gone through New York, New Jersey. Let me do it in order. New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, then Rhode Island, and now Massachusetts. 5 states we've gone through. Seen plenty of different, drove through plenty of different territories, you know. Started with New Jersey Transit, a little bit of Long Island, then Metro North, and now here in Boston. MMB, what is it? MBTA? Yeah. I remember things. Oh, I can turn the bell off now. We ain't going nowhere. Lock the door, and this is it. Let's see how we did. I got the platinum. Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it. I think I got platinum for the New Jersey portion. I got a gold, I think, for Connecticut, but hey, it's okay. All right. So, well, that is it for this video. I hope everybody has enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.